Genesis chapter 27. Beresheet, Perek Chav Zayin, chapter 27. Vayihi ki zaken Yitzchak v'tichahena einav marot vayikra et Esav beno hagadol vayomer elav beni vayomer elav hineni. It came to pass when Isaac was old, and his eyes were too dim to see, and he called Esav, his elder son, and he said to him, "My son," and he said to him, "Here I am." Interesting, it's just like in the Akedah. Abraham said, "Hineni." Okay? The gematria is 115. Hineni. Okay? Vayomer hine na zakanti lo yadati yomoti. And he said, "Behold, now I have grown old. I do not know the day of my death." Lo yadati yomoti. I don't know the day of my death. Ve'ata sana kelecha telecha v'kashtecha mitzeh hasadeh v'tuda li tzayid. So now sharpen your implements, your sword, and take your bow, and go forth to the field and hunt game for me. I wonder why he said those three things. Taliecha, kashtecha, telecha, taliecha, v'kashtecha. Why those three things? Okay. Va'aseli matamim kasher ahavti. Ve'havia li ve'ochela ba'avur teva rechecha nafshi v'terem amut. And make for me tasty foods as I like, and bring them to me, and I will eat, in order that my soul will bless you before I die. Urivka shoma'at b'daber Yitzchak el Esav beno vayelech Esav hasadeh latzud tzayid lehaviv. But Rebekah overheard when Isaac spoke to Esav, his son, and Esav went to the field to hunt game, to bring it. V'Rivka amra et Yaakov bena lemor, hine shamati et avicha medaber el Esav achicha lemor. And Rebekah said to Jacob, her son, saying, "Behold, I have heard your father speaking to Esav, your brother, saying, Havia li tzayid va'aseli matamim va'ochela va'avarechecha lifnei Adonai lifnei moti. Bring me game and make me tasty foods, and I will eat. And I will bless you before the Lord, before my death. V'ata b'ni shema b'koli v'asher ani mitzavah utach. And now, my son, hearken to my voice, to what I am commanding you. Lech na el hatzon v'kachni misham shnei gidayei izim. Gidayei izim tovim ve'eseh otam matamim le'avicha kasher ahev. Go now to the flock and take for me from there 2 choice kids, and I will make them tasty foods for your father as he likes. והבאת לאביך ואכל בעבור אשר יברכך לפני מותו. And you shall bring them to your father, that he may eat, in order that he bless you before his death. Vayomer Yaakov el Rivka, Imo, Hen Esav achi ish sa'ir va'anochi ish chalak. And Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, behold, my brother Esav is a hairy man, whereas I am a smooth man. Ulai yimusheni avi v'hayiti be'einav kemtatea v'heveti alai klala v'lo bracha. Perhaps my father will touch me and I will appear to him as a deceiver, and I will bring upon myself a curse and not a blessing. Vatomer lo imo alai kilalatcha beni ach shema v'koli v'lech kach li. And his mother said to him, on me is your curse, my son. How can she take his curse? An innocent can't die for the wicked. You can't punish an innocent person for the wicked. Alai kilatcha b'ni. Ezekiel 18, innocent can't die for the wicked. But Rebecca said, Alai kilatcha b'ni. Oh, what's the Rosh Hashanah? Akiva. No, it's Akev. Akev. Alai kilatcha is written Akev. Alai kilatcha Akev. Ach shema b'koli v'lech kach li. Okay. All right. V'yelech v'yikach v'yavel imo v'ta'as imo matamim kasher aviv. So he went and he took, and he brought them to his mother, and his mother made tasty foods, as his father liked. Tasty, tasty foods. Vatikach Rivka and Bigdei Esav, the garments of Esav. Oh. Vatikach Rivka and Bigdei Esav bina hagadol hachamudot asher ita b'bayit v'talbesh et Yaakov bina hakatan. And Rebekah took the costly garments of Esau, her elder son, which were with her in the house, and she dressed Jacob, her younger son. Why did she put the garments of Esau on Jacob? What was the reason for that? Garments. We're not talking about a hairy and the high. Okay, this is interesting. The garment Bigdei Esav. That's a good gematria. Bigdei Esav is gematria neshama. It's also gematria it's also gematria Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Akiva is gematria Bigdei Esav. Okay, anyway, okay. And the hides of the kids she put on his hands and on the smoothness of his neck. Vatiten et hamatamim v'et halechem asher aseta biyad Yaakov bena. And she gave the tasty foods and the bread that she had made. Probably much better than Esau. It's probably much better that Rivka made it. It's like much more tasty, probably. I'm guessing. And she gave the tasty foods and the bread that she made into the hand of Jacob her son. Vayavo el aviv, vayomer avi, vayomer hineni, mi ata bani. This is very interesting. He came to his father, he said, my father, and he said, here I am. Who are you, my son? Mi ata bani. Who are you, my son? You couldn't tell from his voice? Come on. 518. Mi ata bani. 518. 77. $23, $890, $765, $964. Okay. Mi ata bani. What's the push-up shot? 518. Mi ata bani. In ordinal is 77. Vayomer Yaakov el aviv, Anochi Esav, Bechorecha. I am Esav, your son. Not true. 699. How about Anochi Esav Bechorecha is equal to facing each other in English. 1, 2, 3. Anochi Esav Bechorecha. Anochi Esav is a tone. Asiti kasher nibante elai. That's not true though. Even if some people say that Yaakov is basically, I am Anochi, I am Esav Bechorecha. Esav is your. But then it wouldn't be true when he says Asiti kasher dibarta elai. Asiti kasher dibarta elai. That wasn't true. That was a nisht emes. But he still got the blessing. It didn't go Asiti kasher dibarta elai. 1958. All right, and Jacob says to his father, I am Esau, your firstborn, I have done as you have spoken to me. Kumna shiva ve'achla mitzedi ba'avur tevarechani nafshecha. And Jacob said to his father, I am Esau, your firstborn. I have done as you have spoken to me. Please rise, sit down, and eat of my game, so that your soul will bless me. Vayomer Yitzchak el beno mazeh miharta limtso beni. Vayomer ki hikra Adonai Elohecha lefanai. And Isaac said to his son, how is it that you have found it so quickly, my son? And he said, because the Lord your God prepared it before me. Vayomer Yitzchak el Yaakov, Gishana va'amushcha b'ni, ha'ata zeh b'ni Esav imlo. And Isaac said to Jacob, please come closer, so that I may feel you, my son, whether you are really my son Esav or not. Vayigash Yaakov el Yitzchak aviv, Vayimushehu, Vayomer Hakol kol Yaakov, V'hayadayim yedei Esav. Hakol kol Yaakov is Gematria Melech HaMashiach. It's good. Hayadayim yedei Esav. Famous words, Isaac. So Jacob drew near to Isaac, his father, and he felt him, and he said, the voice is the voice of Jacob, but the hands are the hands of Esav. ולא הכירו כי היו ידיו כידי עשיו אחיו שעירות ויברכהו. And he did not recognize him because his hands were hairy like the hands of his brother Esau, and he blessed him. Vayomer ata ze beni Esau vayomer ani. And he said, are you indeed my son Esau? And he said, I am. This is very interesting. Jacob gets a blessing as Esau. Wow. Vayomer hagisha li ve'ochla mitzayed beni למען תברכך נפשי ויגש לו ויאכל ויבא לו יין ויש. And he said, serve it to me so that I may eat the game of my son, so that my soul will bless you. And he served him, and he ate, and he brought him wine, and he drank. ויאמר אליו יצחק אביו Geshana ushikali bani. And his father Isaac said, please come closer and kiss me, my son. Vayigash vayishak lo vayarach et reach begadav. Vayarach et reach begadav. 868. Vayarach et reach begadav. ויברכהו ויאמר ראה ריח בני כריח שדה אשר בירכך אדוני. And he came closer and he kissed him, and he smelled the fragrance of his garments. But wait a minute, he was wearing Esau's garments, wasn't he? So Esau had good garments, and he blessed him. He said, behold, the fragrance of my son is like the fragrance of a field, which the Lord has blessed. Vayiten lecha ha'elohim mital shamayim u'mishmanei ha'aretz v'rov dagan v'tirosh. And may the Lord give you of the dew of the heavens, and of the fatness of the earth, and of the abundance of grain and wine. Ya'avducha amim v'yishtachavu lecha le'umim. וגביר לאחיך וישתחוו לך בני אמך אור עריך ארור ומברכך ברוך. Nations shall serve you and kingdoms shall bow down to you. You shall be a master over your brothers, and your mother's sons shall bow down to you. Those who curse you shall be cursed, and those who bless you shall be blessed. But wait a minute, there are only two boys, your mother's sons. Who are these sons? B'nei imecha. Okay. ויהי כאשר כילה יצחק לברך את יעקב, ויהי אך יצא יעקב ואת פני יצחק אביו, ועשיו אחיו בא מצדו. And it came to pass when Isaac had finished blessing Jacob, and it came to pass, Jacob had just left his father Isaac's presence, that his brother Esau came from his hunt. ויעש גם הוא מטעמים, ויבא לאביו, ויאמר לאביו, יקום אבי, ויאכל מצד בנו, בעבור תברכני נפשך. And he too had made tasty foods, and he brought them to his father, and he said to his father, let my father rise and eat of the game of his son. so that your soul will bless me. Vayomer lo Yitzchak aviv, mi ata? Mi ata, what's the gematria of mi ata? See here. Mi ata is 456. Who are you? Vayomer ani bincha b'chorcha Esav. And his father Isaac said to him, who are you? And he said, I am your son, your firstborn, Esav. Vayecherad Yitzchak. I wonder why Esav said, Ani bincha, but when Jacob came in, he said, Anochi Esav. I wonder if it was using like a proxy consciousness, like just he's speaking as Esav. Mi'ata v'yomer ani bincha b'chorcha Esav yecherad Yitzchak charada gedola ad me'od vayomer mi efo hu hatzad Said v'yaveli va'ochal mikol v'terem tavo va'avarchehu gam baruch yeh. And Isaac shuddered a great shudder, and he said, who then is the one who hunted game and brought it to me, and I ate of everything while you had not yet come, and I blessed him? He too shall be blessed. There's that gam that's coming in there for like not really an apparent reason. Like gam, he too shall be, no, he was blessed. He too shall be blessed. In addition to what? כששמוע עשיו את דברי אביו ויצעק צעקה גדולה ומרה עד מאוד. Says that Yitzchak was ad me'od, and he also did ad me'od. Ad me'od 119. Vayomer le'aviv baracheni gam ani avi. When Esav heard his father's words, he cried out a great and bitter cry, and he said to his father, bless me too, O my father. Vayomer ba achecha b'mirma vayikach birchatecha. He said, your brother came with cunning and took your blessing. Vayomer achi קרא שמו יעקב, ויעקבני זה פעמיים, את בכורתי לקח, והנה אתה לקח ברכתי, ויאמר הלא הצלת לי ברכה. And he said, it is for this reason that he was named Jacob, for he has deceived me twice. He took my birthright, and behold, now he has taken my blessing. And he said, have you not reserved a blessing for me? ויען יצחק ויאמר לעשיו, הן גביר שמתיו לך, ואת כל אחיו נתתי לו לעבדים, ודגן ותירוש שמחתיו, ולך איפה מה אעשה בני? And Isaac answered and said to Esau, behold, I made him a master over you, and I gave him all his brothers as servants, and I have sustained him with corn and wine. So for you then, what shall I do, my son? Vayomer Esav el aviv, habracha achat hi lecha avi, baracheni gam ani avi, vayisa Esav kolo vayef. And Esau said to his father, have you but one blessing, my father? Bless me too, my father. And Esau raised his voice and wept. ויען יצחק אביו ויאמר אליו, הנה משבני הארץ יהיה מושבך ומיטל השמיים מעל. And his father Isaac answered and said to him, behold, your dwelling place shall be the fat places of the earth, and of the dew of the heaven from above. Al charbecha tichye, ve'et achicha ta'avod, ve'haya ka'asher tarit, ufarakta ulo mi'al savarecha. And you shall live by your sword, and you shall serve your brother, and it will be, when you grieve, that you will break his yoke off your neck. Kasher tarid means when you rebel. He said this, grieve. That's when you rebel. Then you will throw his yoke off your neck. Vayistom Esav et Yaakov. Al habracha asher beiracho aviv. V'yomer Esav b'libo yikrevu yemei evel avi va'aharga et Yaakov achi. And Esav hated Jacob because of the blessing that his father had blessed him. And Esav said to himself, let the days of my mourning for my father draw near. I will then kill my brother Jacob. Vayugad l'Rivka divrei Esav bena hagadol, v'tishlach v'tikra Yaakov bena hakatan, v'tomer elav hine Esav achicha mitnachem lecha lehargecha. And Rebekah was told the words of Esau, her elder son, and she sent and called Jacob, her younger son. She said to him, behold, your brother Esau regrets his relationship to you and wishes to kill you. Sort of a misplacement here. Nachem, he regrets, doesn't seem really so fitting. It's a lapsus. Anyway. V'ata b'ni shema b'koli v'kum berach necha el Lavan achi Harana. And now, my son, hearken to my voice and arise, flee to my brother Lavan, to Haran. V'yashavta imo yamim achadim ad asher tashuv chamat achicha. And you shall dwell with him for a few days until your brother's wrath has subsided. Ad shuv af achicha mimcha v'shachach et asher asita lo v'shalachti ulekachticha misham lama eshkal gam shnechem yom echad. Until your brother's rage subsides from you and he forgets what you did to him, and I will send and bring you from there. Why should I be bereft of both of you on one day? I wonder why one day. And why would she lose both? Okay, cryptic. ותאמר רבקה אל יצחק, קצתי חיי מפני בנות חטא. אם לוקח יעקב אישה מבנות חטא כאלה, מבנות הארץ, למה לי חיים? And Rebekah said to Isaac, I am disgusted with my life because of the daughters of Chet. If Jacob takes a wife of the daughters of Chet like these, from the daughters of the land, of what use is life to me? Okay.